Hello. Okay, let's go to our next problem from 12 to 15 in this series.
One, the 12th question is once every 4 years in the Mushroom Kingdom, a president is chosen to serve for the next 4 years. If each chosen president must complete their whole 4 years as president, what is the greatest number of people who could serve between March 10, 1985 and March 10, 2000?
Okay, take a moment, pause it, see if you can figure it out, and come back. Okay, do you know how to do it?
Yes. So, uh, the difference between the first thing that should come to mind is to find the difference between 2000 and 1985. You can say that the difference between 1985 and 2000 is 15 years. So now we have to divide it by 4. And since you can't divide 15 evenly by 4 since it's not in the multiplication table of 4. So you end up with 3 fours are 12, which leaves 12 with a remainder of 3.
Okay, so how many presidents can serve within these years? Okay, so you did almost well, but here is this was a tricky one. So what they are asking is how many presidents can serve between 1985 and 2000, but they are not saying how many presidents can serve their full term between that time period. So if you start from 1985, if someone starts serving on this day, then there will be four presidents who will be serving between that time period. One from 85 to 89, 89 to 93, 93 to 97, and 97 onwards. Even if they don't complete their full term, you can see that four president can serve if first president starts on 10th March 1985. But
You can also start before.
yes, so if someone starts before and soon after this date finishes their term, then there can be a president who started and then ended term just after 1985, and then three presidents who could finish their terms just before March 10, 2000, and fifth president who could have started term just before 10th March 2000. So technically, there could be five presidents who could have served between those time, and three of those presidents would have served their full terms, but two would have served partial. First ending it partially in the given time period, and the last one starting partially in that given time period.
There can be 5 presidents in the Mushroom Kingdom between 1985 and 2000.
That's correct. So
Okay.
that was a tricky one. Let's go to the next one.
Mushroom Kingdom. So the presidents are mushrooms.
Okay, focus.
A picture measuring 13 inches wide and 18 inches high is placed in a frame. The frame has a width of 2 inches on all sides, as shown below. What is the area of the frame in square inches?
A picture measuring 6 inches width and 8 inches high is placed in a frame. The frame has width of 2 inches and width of 2 inches. What is the area of frame in square inches? Pause it, take a moment, and come back. Okay, do you know how to do this?
Yeah. So, kind of like that. So, we can see here that says the frame has a width of 2 inches on the picture measuring. So, the picture is inside the frame. This picture is inside the frame. So, you know, the 8 plus 2, no, I mean, 8 plus 4, since there's a 2 here and there's a 2 here, 8 plus 4 equals 12. So, 12, so that's 12, that's one side, but then we also need to calculate so that 6 plus, uh, 6 plus 4 again is 10, so 10 and 12. So 10 times 12 is 120. And then 8 times 6 is 48. So 120 minus 48 is 72.
Okay, good. So you will get a lot of questions like this where you would have a bigger shape and then there is a smaller shape inside it, and you have been asked to calculate area of in between area. So how do we do this? So always you have to figure out area of outer shape and area of inner shape and then subtract area of inner shape from outer shape. So you can see this. We want to find area of this, then we have to find area of bigger rectangle. But we have been not been given the sides of bigger rectangle, but we have been given other information. The tricky part here is to understand that the frame size is 2 inches, but it is on all sides. So you just don't forget to add 2 twice, because in 8 is just area is the side of the picture. Then you have to add 2 here and also 2 here. That's why this 8 for the outer rectangle, we have to add 8 plus 2 plus 2, and this becomes 12, and this becomes 6 plus 2 plus 2, and it becomes 10. And that's why the dimensions for outer rectangle are 12 and 10, which makes make their area length into breadth or height into width is equal to 12 into 10 is equal to 120. And area of inner rectangle is 8 into 6, which is 48. And if you subtract 120 from 48, you get your answer. Good. Let's go to the next one.
After basketball practice, Samantha attempted 50 free throws and made exactly 70%. Then she attempted a number of additional free throws and made them all, so that the percentage made of all free throws she shot after practice was exactly 75%. How many additional free throws did Samantha attempt?
Okay, let's pause it here and come back. Okay, so this is one of the more interesting questions from this page. Samantha attempted 50 free throws and made exactly 70%. She made 50 throws and the percentage success percent was 70. Success percent was 70. What does 70% of success mean? If out of 50, 70% success is 35. How do you calculate percentage? If you don't know how to calculate percentage, please ask someone or look up the video how to calculate percentage. But here we'll just quickly do that. 50, 70% of 50 is you multiply 50 by 7.7, and that becomes 35. So 50 into 0.7 is 35. So Samantha made 50 throws. Out of that, 35 were successful. Then she made few more throws for which we have not been given any information as how many throws she made. She then attempted a number of additional free throws and she made them all, so that a percentage made of all the free throws became 75%. So after this 50, she made few more throws. Because we don't know how many throws she made, we call it X. And out of those X, how many were successful?
70. All.
All means how much? X. Again, she made X throws. All of so they were all successful.
100.
So X, and here also we say it is X. And after doing that, the percentage changed to of all successful attempt changed to 75%. So what are they saying? That so that the percentage made of all the free throws became 75%. So if we add 50 plus X, 50 plus X, these are the number of throws she attempted. And how many throws were successful?
Uh, 70, 35.
Out of 50 plus X, 35 plus X were successful. And that is how much is the success rate here? Yes, 75. That's a success rate. Yes, correct. So now we, yeah, this is 100%, but that does not help us much because x 100%, we can't solve this. Yes. So now what we know is that we have this new equation and we can use this equation to solve it for x. So what do we know is 35 plus x is 75% of 50 plus x, right? So let's write it in that number of throws successful were 35 plus x. That is out of 50 plus x throw. And that is 75%. 75% is same as 75 out of
100.
100. So that becomes our equation. Do you know how to simplify 75 over 100?
So we can make it into a decimal.
No. Is there a way to make it into smaller numbers?
Yes. So we can see that 75 out of 100 can be simplified to 3 over 4.
Yes, that is correct. That is 3 over 4. So let me just remove this. So it becomes 3 over 4. Now, do you know how to solve this? 35 divided by 50 plus 35 plus x divided by 50 plus x is equal to 3 by 4. Do you know how to solve this?
6 over 50 plus 6.
Yeah, how to solve this?
But we can cut the x's
We
off.
cannot. We can only do that if it were multiplication. We have to. So what we do here is we have to multiply because there is an equal to sign between them. We have to multiply 35 plus x into 4 equal to 50 plus x into 3. So this is what we will do. 4 into 35 plus x equal to 3 into 50 plus x. So can you tell me what will be here? I know 4x plus
35 times 4.
what, and that is.
35 times 4 is
So do you know what is 35 for the?
was 140. And
So let me see. 5 fours are 20, 3, 12, 1, 40. I know here
3 times x, so 3x
3x
plus uh, 150.
150. Okay. And do you know how to solve this? 4x plus 140 is equal to 3x plus 150.
4x plus 40 is 3x plus 150. And we can, from the right side of the equation, we can see 3x there. So we can move the 3x to the other side of the equation, which is 4x minus 3x. And and we can change the with the 140, the plus 140 to the minus 140 here.
Okay, so we move 3x from right side of the equation to the left side equation when we move 140 from left side equation to the right side of the equation. That gives us x is equal to.
Equal to equal to 10. X is equal to 10.
So these are the throws that she made.
She made
100% of the throws that she made on the second attempt.
so she
So
made 10 more rows. A.
that is the answer is A. Okay. 15th.
Which of the following fractions is greater than 2 and 3? 2 over 3 and less than 7 over 10.
Okay, so this is how we need to do this problem. We need to find what is 2 by 3 and what is 7 by 10 in terms of decimal. And then we have to find out what are the values of these fractions in decimal and compare them. How do we do that? Here's an example. So we want to find a fraction which is greater than 2 by 3 but less than 7 by 10. If you do a 2 by 3, you will get value 0.6666. And if you divide 7 by 10, you get the value of 70. And then calculate the decimal value of this fraction. For 12 by 17, it's 0.705. Check where 0.705 lies. 0.705 is actually greater than 7 by 10 because it's greater than zero point 0.7. So this is not our answer. What about 0.65? 0.65 is less than 2 by 3. So this is not our answer either. 9 by 13 is 0.692. Check if this falls between our fractions. Yes, this is greater than 2 by 3 and this is smaller than 7 by 10. So this falls in our expected range. If you look the next two, 0.653, it does not fall, it's less than 2 by 3. 0.708 is greater than 7 by 10. So our answer is 0.692, just to 1.
903.
That is 9 over 3.